I think people are very proud of this book sale, and I like to boast that it's one of the biggest and best organized book sales in the country. Yes, my name is Winnie Costrin. For the sale, I work in the information booth. The book sale started in 1946 by a group of women, and they wanted to raise money for the local library, and then it just grew and grew.
It just gets bigger and bigger, and the thing I can't understand is that we clean the building out every year and 250,000 books come right back in. I can't figure it out.
You don't know what you're going to get before you get here.
Once I started buying used books, it's really hard to buy a book for full price, because why would I buy a book for $20 when I can buy a book for $1? And also, I think it's a really good way to kind of find different types of books than a regular library or online.
What is it? It's a social phenomenon. It's where Ithacans and out-of-towners actually come and bring books here to reuse, and we put them on the shelf, and then our income that we get benefits the local public library and also some of the school libraries around.
So we have lots of people like myself going around helping people and just restocking. Some come specifically for things like CDs or certain areas of books. Some people like the DVDs, some people like the records.
If you have a tight budget and you don't have a lot of money to spend on resources like that, this is probably one of the best options in the area.
The main attraction for me is definitely the cost, but I think I found a physics book once that had like Richard Feynman's signature in it once or something like that. Just cool stuff like that little personality of it is kind of cool and a little better than just buying a cheap paperback off Amazon or something. So
it's just such an awesome community of volunteers. You get to make really good friends here, and we all are very supportive of each other, and it's a great thing to come and volunteer.
I think it's very positive. And since I was a social worker, I worked with kids, I worked with adults, so my favorite part when I'm here is looking at the kids sitting on the floor, looking through the books.
I mean, obviously the books change, but actually the sale itself is kind of similar. Like, I always remember it being in this space and just insane numbers of books, and you can kind of find anything, and old stuff and new stuff.
I mean, I don't work here. I know that people who work here generally have formed their own community around us here.
I also think it's just kind of amazing. I know lots of places have book sales, but I don't think they're this big.
The sale is very exciting. We get all kinds of people coming through, and I love to see their faces when they come in and they start looking around at all our hundreds of thousands of books on every subject you can imagine.
Like, it'd be fun to take home the whole bookshelf, but I really need to pick books that I'd actually read.
Yeah, you put in one book, and then you put in two books, and then you end up with a full box, and you're like, how did that happen? Yeah, that's what the box is for.